Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Iman Khalif has won yet another match. I guess you could say Iman Khalif cheated because that is the reality of the situation. Even though a lot of people have stated on the other side, we need to be compassionate, we need to be sympathetic towards Iman and Iman's situation. And a lot of them will say that Iman is a woman because Iman says that Iman is a woman. So therefore we must go along with it. Or the passport says female. So therefore we must believe that because, hey, it's not that easy to change your passport nowadays, right? Or the fact that your birth certificate can also be changed. And my goodness me, the literal insanity surrounding this issue is absolutely astounding. I've seen so many comments, rather alarmingly so, of people that are saying that Aman Khalif is female, so therefore you must get used to it. No. Or that Aman Khalif looks like a woman and is therefore a woman. Unfortunately, that's not the case. And until Iman Khalif is or withdraws, I don't think that's going to happen. But, miracles can still happen. Or that the IOC changes their rules to suit the actual International Boxing Association's rules, then I'm going to continue talking about this nonsense because it is absurd. And if we don't continue to talk about it, then what is going to happen to the likes of female safety and men entering into women's sports? Because if a man can just go, I identify as being a woman, so therefore that means that I am a woman, I can enter into female spaces, locker rooms, and I can enter into female sports. And of all the sports, boxing, all because I identify as being a woman. That's problematic. Let's completely forget about chromosomes. Let's forget about all that. Point is, biology is not that complicated. It's actually rather simple. You have people that have come along and gone, I'm going to take something really simple and I'm going to gaslight the living hell out of people into believing something that is actually not real. I'm going to change it and to screw it up into such a way that actually confuses the living daylights out of people that actually believe in reality, science, reason, and rationale. We're going to make it incredibly hard for them to say otherwise because then we're going to throw feelings into the mix. And goodness me, the moment we throw feelings into the mix, that's going to open Pandora's box, ladies and gentlemen. So that's what we have with Iman Khalif. Iman Khalif may have been born presenting, and I love the terminology, right? Presenting like Iman Khalif was female. Iman may have been raised as a female. Doesn't mean or make Iman Khalif as female. You have to deal with the chromosomes, XY, which means that you are a male, which also means that you have higher levels of testosterone. Now, although we don't have the official report to state that Iman Khalif has high levels of testosterone, that's not the point. The point is Iman is a male. That's the point, which means that the body composition and the body structure that Iman has and would no doubt have gone through during puberty, which became evidently visible once Iman went through puberty. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Your bone structure, once it's that of a male, you have a much greater advantage over a female. I don't even think, wow, I'm actually explaining this, but nevertheless, let's get into it. So you know how the female bone structure or their pelvic floor is very different to that of a man. So a man's pelvic floor is straight. A female pelvic floor is like this. It curves inwards, right? There's reasons for that. Evidently, childbirth and child rearing and child being able to carry a child. For a man, their power comes from the position of the pelvis, right? So if a man is running or if a man is boxing, a lot of the force, as a lot of boxers can allude to, comes from your front foot, or the power comes from the legs. You're putting all the power into that, and then you basically extend, and it just transfers. Energy just flows and transfers. And if people are boxers, if you want to correct me on that, by all means, feel welcome to. But that's what I've seen and that's what I've heard. So evidently, if a man is also a sprinter and a runner, they've got a lot more strength and a lot more power behind their legs because their bone structure is designed that way. The man is more stronger. We've known that for a long time. That doesn't mean that there aren't strong females out there. I'm not doubting that for a second. What I am saying is that the average male is a lot stronger and a lot more powerful than that of the average female. You have some anomalies in the mix, all that sort of stuff. Am I saying Iman Khalif is an anomaly? No, I'm not. What I'm saying is Iman Khalif was born a biological dude. And when you go up against the likes of, Iman having gone through male puberty, entering into the ring with females that are, I guess you could say, they've been training to fight actual females, not the likes of a male that has gone through male puberty. I think you're seeing someone that is a lot more powerful, okay? Which means that Iman should not be entering into the ring with the likes of females. Simple. I'm glad that we got that covered, okay? But get this, Iman Khalif is an Olympic finalist, and we may actually see for the first time ever, yeah, right, two biological dudes attacking each other in the female category for the Olympic gold. Let's just forget about the fact that they beat countless women in order to get to that spot. Let's forget about the fact they cheated and they robbed all the women of their Olympic opportunity. Let's forget about all that because, wow, what's more important, guys? Now, if I could show you the video of Iman Khalif versus the Thai boxer, goodness me, will you guys go, what the actual hell? She did, I'm talking about the Thai boxer here, she did a fantastic job. She held her own for a longer period of time, I'm not going to lie, but still, she was no match at all. It's like David versus Goliath, except Goliath pummels David in this case. You see the physical prowess of Iman Khalif on full display versus the Thai boxer. Do yourself a favor and watch some of the videos if you can stomach it. I can't show you on here, unfortunately, because the IOC is on a copyright strike or a strike rampage, so I won't be able to show you. But yeah, here's a photo for you guys. My goodness me. It says cheat. And you have Iman Khalif punching the face of the poor female. She knows full well she's going up against somebody she can't beat. Like, she gave her all, I believe, but it wasn't like the moment she stepped into the ring, it was automatic defeat. Like, she's going to lose. Sal Grover goes for the Olympics, but also just for the law in general, whether it's female spaces, anything, the law and rules have to be biological sex. Otherwise, there is no point, because the only reason you would look to legal sex over biological sex is because males are included as females. Again, the IOC needs to change their rules because they don't really have any rules. It's basically if you have female on your passport, you can enter into female sports. That's just so lackadaisical. It's actually quite concerning, if you ask me. So again, Mike Tyson, hey mate, do you want to change your birth certificate or your passport to say female? Because that's really easy to do nowadays. Sal Grover also goes again because if only after winning Olympic medals against women, taking women's glory, will the truth be confirmed, and the man who did it will say something no woman has ever said, like internal testicles, those don't make me less of a woman. Yes, they do, sir. They make you a man. Indeed, they do make you a man. They will always make you a man. Simple. I don't care if you look like a woman or you present more feminine. It doesn't make you a woman. You're a man. Like, it's the same thing. If a woman looks more masculine, they're still a woman. Okay? Like, it's again, I'll go back to it, but it's supposed to be simple. You may have the features or the definition of the opposite sex. Doesn't make you the opposite sex. I don't know why it's so hard to get that around some people's brains. But nevertheless, you got people that will dress themselves up like they will try and, create their appearance. They'll have surgery. They'll pump themselves full of hormones. They'll do whatever it takes to make them present like they are the opposite sex. Doesn't make it the case. I think biology is supposed to be there for a very specific reason, a very important reason. And if we deny that, we're in a great deal of hurt. We're in a lot of trouble, people. So, yes, the Olympics needs to change their rules, but doesn't look like they will. But anyway, I hope to God that this all I hope to God that this all gets fixed. I really, really do, because you have a lot of women that are outraged and frustrated at all of this nonsense, and I'm frustrated and I'm outraged at it too. So hopefully, common sense will prevail. Let's hope. Anyway, my friends, you take care, you be blessed, and I'll see you all in the next video.